First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Schmidt. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Damiere Byrd. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jalen Guyton. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tannehill. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Henry again on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off play action, Tannehill. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A toss right to Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys, because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Throwing is Stafford. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Stafford. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big pickup there on the run. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Didn't get the touchdown, but a big first down, and now they're 6 feet away from the end zone.
And a little bit of momentum as well. To get down to the 2-yard line, 1st and goal, playbook's open now, right? What do you want to call? You want to call power? You want to call quarterback run game? Do you want to throw the ball? The entire playbook is available for the play caller.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers And let's get this one in.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Gets around him. Gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, Texans.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down. It's Hawkins, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to add on to their first-half lead. Slide for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Tannehill. Again, he finds more. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put some.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a party now. It's a party now. And middle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check 13. 59. 55.
On 2nd down now. It's Hawkins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Hawkins. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff coming left, Evans. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Here's Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right. He's checking.
Back to throw, Tannehill. A slant to Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shelton, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Shelton, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Hawkins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the... ...20 to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Pushes him over. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 54. Mike 54. And we heavy on the inside.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Set, ready, 33, yellow, 55, cross, 10.
I got you, son. I got you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 14-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They run right side with Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here we go. Set. Blue 32. That QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watch it, divide. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.